Start, make sure to click the link in the description in order to download and extract the Season 7 FPS Boost Pack by ET, as you will need it for almost all the steps. Once you've extracted the pack, go ahead and open it, and once you're inside, double click the run command. Now you want to type in %temp% and delete everything in this folder. And don't worry, because all of the files here are completely useless. Next, search up Power Plan and under Change Power Plan select Ultimate Performance. If there is no option like that, simply double click the Ultimate Performance command and refresh the page. Now select the option and exit. For step number 3, you'll need to open up the config folder and copy the game user settings.ini file. Now, open the run command again and type in %appdata%. Go back to app data, local, Fortnite game, configs, and paste the file in here. Also, while you're here, delete everything inside the crash reports. Now, you need to go back to the FPS Boost Pack and open up System Configuration. In the General tab, make sure Selective Startup is selected and Load Startup Items and Services are ticked. Under Boot, go to Advanced Options and set Number of Processors to the highest value. Remember what this value is, as you will need it for later. For the 5th step, you will need to open up the CPU Core Parking folder and install the application. Once you're inside of it, you want to set everything to 100%. And if you haven't done this already, your FPS will increase by at least 20% just by doing this. Next is a step that I personally don't use, and that is high priority. While it will give you a very good FPS boost, it will also slow down any other applications running in the background. I like to run Google Chrome so I can listen to music while playing, so I don't personally use this, but if you're on a low-end PC, chances are you can't run anything in the background as it is. And you do it by simply clicking on the high priority command. Now open the run command again and type in regedit. Here you want to go to HK local machine, system, current control set, session manager, memory management, prefetch parameters, and then you want to double click enable prefetcher and set the value to 0. Apply and exit. Go back to the run command and type in gpedit.msc. From here, go to Administrative Tools, Windows Components, OneDrive, and double-click Prevent the usage of OneDrive for file storage. Click Enable and apply and exit. Now for the next step, it's a pretty obvious one, but make sure your recycle bin is empty. Some people delete a lot of stuff but forget to clean the recycle bin, so make sure it's empty so you can proceed to the next step. Congratulations, you've made it to the 10th step. We're almost finished with optimizing the game, so stick with me till the end. So if you're a Google Chrome user like me, you'll need to go to Settings, Advanced, System, and make sure Hardware Acceleration and Background Apps are disabled. This helps a lot even if Chrome isn't running, and Chrome has a reputation of eating a lot of your RAM. For the 11th step, go to Task Manager and click on the Startup tab. Next, you want to disable everything, as this can slow down your PC a lot, so make sure there aren't more than 3 enabled. The 12th step is for people who play with their friends and talk on Discord. Inside of Discord, what you're going to do is click the gear icon, appearance, and disable hardware acceleration. Restart Discord and you should be good to go. Now you'll need to find your Fortnite folder, and the easiest way to do that is by right-clicking your shortcut and clicking Open File Location. With inside of here, you'll want to right-click all of the executables, go to Properties, disable full screen optimizations, and override the high DPI scaling on all of them one by one. Once you're done with that, go into Windows Settings, Gaming, and disable everything within here. This is a really bad feature that Windows has enabled by default, and it takes a lot of your FPS. Next, go into your PC, right-click your drive, and under Properties, click on Tools, Defragment, and defragment all your drives. This might take a while depending on the type and size of your hard drive, but it's worth it. Of course, as always, for NVIDIA users, I can't recommend it enough to go into NVIDIA control panel by right-clicking the desktop, and under Adjust Image Settings at Preview, make sure that your preference is Performance. Under 3D settings, it's best to copy my settings as they are made with low-end PCs in mind. Inside the Epic Games Launcher, click Settings, scroll down to Fortnite, check additional command lines, and enter the following command, which can be found in the FPS Boost Pack. Now, you want to replace the value of preferred processor to the one you used earlier. If you don't remember it, just go into Task Manager, Performance, and copy the number, of course. This might seem like an obvious tip, but I still see a lot of people making this mistake. So what you want to do is disable every background app while playing Fortnite. Even the Epic Games Launcher, because everything running in the background takes the PC's power away from the game and into those apps. Next, once you're inside of the game, go into the settings and you want to set your resolution to full screen. Frame rate limit can either be unlimited or capped to your monitor's refresh rate. Under 3D resolution, I like to keep it at 100%, but if you need a few extra frames, it's worth putting it down to about 80%. I like to keep everything else to low and make sure VSync and motion blur are off, as they will kill your performance. Now for the 20th and final step, right click the sound icon, go into Volume Mixer and select the speaker. Next, go into the speaker properties and disable all sound effects and set the quality to the lowest one possible.